Hello and welcome to a new video review, this time about the tactical rifle scope, the Schmidt&bender Police Marksman 2 6 to 36 by 56 high performance. The company Schmidt&bender was founded in 1957 by Helmut Schmidt and Helmut Bender in Biebertal. The company focused back then only on production of rifle scopes, and they started as an OEM producer, which means they produced rifle scopes for other brands. In 1971, the company started to produce rifle scopes under their own brand name. In 1997, the Police Marksman 2 series was introduced, which is mainly designed for police and military snipers. And with the Police Marksman 2 series, Schmidt&bender won many military contracts all around the globe. The latest product in the PM2 range is this rifle scope here. It has a magnification from 6 to 36 and it features a 56 millimeters objective lens. The scope is a tactical rifle scope designed for medium to extreme long range shooting, and it was introduced in 2022. The scope has a 6 times zoom factor magnification, and it has a completely redesigned main tube, which means it is the first rifle scope in the series on which they put the reticle illumination on the turret for the parallax. This means you have now much more surface area for the mounting. And I have here a Schmidt&bender Exos rifle scope, so you can see the difference. So you gain now this whole part more for the mounting, which is quite a lot. Personally, I also really like this new location because it is the same like all other rifle scopes on the market have, or almost all. Now the scope is completely made out of metal. It has no rubberized parts anywhere on the scope, and it is available in black or in RAL 8000 color, so a brown color. The scope is completely shockproof, as you would expect from such a rifle scope, so you can mount it even on a 50 BMG without any problems, and it has a really wide temperature range, or operating temperature range, which goes all the way from 46 minus up to plus 61 degrees Celsius. So it can be used even in extreme conditions. It is nitrogen purged, so even in such cold temperatures you will get no internal fogging, and it is waterproof up to 3 meters. But on request you can also order the scope that it is waterproof up to 25 meters, which is it is extreme. The scope has 390 millimeters, which is quite shorter than the let's say flagship rifle scope from Schmidt&bender, or the most selling rifle scope, the 5 to 25 by 56, which is 3 centimeters longer. So they put a bigger magnification and a bigger zoom factor in a shorter housing. Also the weight, it has 940 grams, but it depends on the turret. It can go up to 995 grams with the multi-turn turret. But still, it is a very lightweight rifle scope. Again, if you compare it to the 5 to 25 by 56 rifle scope from Schmidt&bender, it is for approximately 100 grams lighter in weight, which is in my opinion a lot. The main tube of this scope is 34 millimeters. The objective diameter, the outside diameter, is 62 millimeters if you want to mount a clip-on night vision or thermal device, or you need this dimension also if you want to calculate the right height for the mounting. The scope is completely made in Germany and it comes with a 10 years warranty. The price is 3,880 euros, but again this depends on the turret selection, or if you want to make not a black rifle scope but a brown one. Everything else costs extra. The scope with the MTC locking turret costs 4,740 euros approximately. Okay, now the reticle is positioned in the first focal plane, so here, and currently you have two reticles available in this scope. The P5FL, which is the upgraded reticle of the P4FL, and the grid reticle, which is quite a new reticle from Schmidt&bender and was mainly designed for PRS style shooting. The reticles are both illuminated. In the P5FL only the middle part is illuminated, and on the grid reticle a few sections of the reticle are illuminated, so not the entire one. The illumination is, as I've previously said, now on this turret here, so you can see here it has 11 intensity settings, and even though there is no click in between, there is still a off switch position between each setting. So if you want to go to 11 and want to shut it down, you just go between the settings like this. The illumination is off. The illumination has also an automatic turn off feature, so if you forget the illumination on, 6 hours since when you make the last turn, after 6 hours the illumination turns automatically off. For the operation of the illumination you need only one CR2032 battery, which is located under this cap here. The illumination, I have to say, is really good. At one time on the first position during the daytime you cannot see it, only in complete darkness, which is perfect, so it does not shine too bright and you can focus on your target. At 11 the illumination is also daytime bright, so you can easily see the illumination also on a bright sunny day, but not on the lowest magnification, only on the highest. On the lowest it is still not enough. Okay, now what I forgot to mention is the illumination starts to blink or flash if the battery is low on power, so you immediately see that you have to change the battery. Now for the parallax, you can see here it's this part here, and it goes from 20 meters all the way to infinity. The parallax wheel feels very stiff, but personally I really like it because you can somehow easily finally adjust it. If it's going too loose, it's, in my opinion, not as good like this here. So really nicely made Parallax. Also the Parallax wheel itself has a quite aggressive design, so you have really nice grip. Okay, now for the construction. As I previously said, the scope is completely made out of metal, with no rubberized parts anywhere on the scope. And the scope comes with high quality Tenebrex covers, which can be locked in place so they do not interfere when you're using the scope. The covers can be also locked anywhere around the scope at any position. The same is with the objective scope cover. Also this one can be locked in place everywhere, all around the scope. The scope covers can be easily removed. This one, as I showed here, only to push down, and the front one has to be screwed out. The scope features a European style eyepiece, so only this part here rotates. And I have to say the eyepiece is very stiff, which is, in my opinion, perfect, because you don't need often to adjust this piece, and it cannot accidentally happen that you adjust it when you take the scope or rifle out of the bag. Now for the magnification ring. Also the magnification ring feels very stiff, which is perfect. And the magnification, which goes from 6 to 36, goes from the smallest to the biggest magnification in approximately 195 degree, so a little bit more than half of a turn. The magnification ring is very aggressive in design, but I think they made it that way that you have really perfect grip when you use the scope, and you can mount the Schmidt&bender throw lever on this magnification ring. Now for the main tube, it's 34 millimeters. And now for the turrets, which are one of the best, in my opinion, from Schmidt&bender. The clicks are excellent. They are very tactile, but also very audible. Maybe you can hear. So the clicks are really perfect. What is also special about this turret is that you have this lever here, which has 3 positions. On this position, where you don't see any color in here, the turret is unlocked and all the clicks are the same. In the next position, so in the middle, you can see here the color gets green, and what this means is that every 10th click is a little bit stronger. So this is the MTC feature, or more tactile clicks. So you can also in a dark environment, you can just count the stronger clicks. When you go from 0, let's say you need 33 clicks, you count only 3 strong clicks and then the additional 3. So that's why this is designed. And now for the last position, which is here. As you can see here, the color under the turret goes red and the turret is locked. So you can lock the turret at any position. The turret is a double turn turret with 15 or 16 milliradian of elevation in one turn, with a total elevation of 30.5 mil. So 3.5 meters at 100 meters, which is quite a lot. when you're in the first revolution, you have to look on the lower numbers, on the white ones, and when you come to the second revolution, like this, you can see a small pin pops out, a yellow one, which means now you have to look on the yellow numbers on the turret. So you have a tangible and visual indicator that you're on the second revolution of the turret now. The turret features a zero stop function, so it goes 4 clicks below 0, and then you just have to count 4, or if the MTC is engaged, until the first stronger click. I really like the MTC feature, but I would prefer a little bit stronger clicks, the MTC clicks. You can easily feel them, but they are not very strong. So if you are under stress, I think it's a bit difficult to count the strong clicks. The internal elevation of this rifle scope is 41 mil, which is really a lot. But for the biggest elevation on the turret, you need the multi-turn turret, which is also the more expensive turret on this scope. With the multi-turn turret, the scope costs 4,740 euros. But with the multi-turn turret you get 395 clicks, so almost 4 meters out of the multi-turn turret. All in all, there are 4 turrets, or 4 different turrets available for this scope. The double turn 27, which is the small low profile turret, then the double turn 35 low profile turret, which is exactly the same turret but with more clicks, and then this one, the double turn 2 plus, and the multi-turn turret, which, as the name says, has multiple turns. The multi-turn turret has also 0.05 milliradian clicks, so 5 millimeters per click at 100 meters. I have here a Schmidt&bender PM2 rifle scope with the magnification from 6 to 36 by 56, and this one features the new MT2 MTC LT turret, which stands for multi-turn 2, more tactile clicks locking turret. And this turret is one of the latest turret designs from Schmidt&bender. And what is so special about this turret is that the clicks are now in 0.5 centimeters per click, or 0.05 mil per click, and the entire elevation with this turret on this particular scope is 39.5 mil. So you can use the entire internal elevation range with this turret. The clicks, as you could expect from Schmidt&bender, feel perfect, and they are also very audible, so you can easily hear them, and the clicks are very positive, so you can really easily feel every single click. The marks on the turret are every 0.5 mil or 5 centimeters, and because the clicks are in 0.5 centimeters per click, you have 10 clicks to the first marking, and then again 10 to the second markings. The turret is a multi-turn turret, so you have multiple revolutions. All in all, on this turret there are 5 revolutions. And what is special, that inside here, maybe you can see it, is a small number 1, because I'm now in the first revolution. If I go up to the second revolution, a small 2 appears inside the turret, so you know exactly that now you're in the second revolution of the turret. When we go up, now number 3 appears in the turret, and so on up to 5. So this is all the visual turn indicator, so you can very easily know in which revolutions you are, because there are so many clicks on the turret. What is also special about this turret is this small lever on the side, like this one here, which has 3 positions. The one on the side means that the clicks are all the same, and you can adjust the turret. Then if we go to the middle position, which is here, then in this small window here a green color appears, and when you have on this position you get the more tactile clicks feature. So every click which is on the number gets is stronger, so you immediately feel that the clicks are stronger, and you can count also in complete darkness how many clicks you do. So let's say if we are at the 0, when you feel first time in the darkness that it stops, you will have a 0.5 mil. Then again on the 10, 15 and so on. So it's really easy to operate even complete darkness. And the last position, which is on the front, then the red window appears. It means that the turret is locked. Okay, this is everything about the new MT2 MTC LT elevation turret. Now for the Windage Turret, also different Windage Turrets are available. All in all, there are 2 single turn turrets available and 1 double turn, which comes normally with the multi-turn turret for the elevation. The single turn turret 1, the ST-ZC CT is the low profile one. Then this one I have here is the ST2ZC LT, and the last one is DT, so double turn 2 plus ZC LT. Now for this turret, you can see here again a green color, which means you can operate the turret. And what I really like is that the turret features a MTC function, so more tactile click or a stronger click on the 0. So you can, even with closed eyes, immediately find the 0. The turret also features this locking lever, like on the elevation turret. So when you engage it, the color turns red and it is locked in place. And again, you can use it on any position, which is really great. Okay, I hope I covered everything about the turret. Now for the optical performance, the magnification 6 to 36 by 56, it has a 6 times zoom factor magnification, but what I personally find really interesting or very special about this scope is the really big field of view. At 6 times zoom factor or magnification, the field of view is 7.3 meters at 100 meters. This is really a lot, and more than many 5 to 25 rifle scopes have, so with less magnification. And especially if you compared this scope to the last generation, so 5 to 25 by 56 rifle scope, you can see it has a really much bigger field of view. The 5 to 25 rifle scope on the lowest magnification has only 5.3 meters at 100 meters. So this is exactly 2 meters more at 1 times more magnification, which is really great in my opinion. On 36 times the field of view is 1.25 meters at 100 meters, which is for such a high magnification still a lot. The scope has no tunneling effect, and this is the main reason why you have such a big field of view compared to the 5 to 25 model, which has a tunneling effect below 7 times the magnification. The eye relief, so the distance to your eye, is 90 millimeters. The eye relief is also quite forgiving, so you can move near or away from the scope a little bit and you still have a clear picture. Then the eye box, how many you can move around behind the scope, it's very good at 6 times, so you really have a lot of space. And at 36 times I have to say it's surprisingly good. It is surprisingly good. Now, other optical quality, it is as you would expect from Schmidt&bender. It is really good. It has great resolution and the color accuracy is spot on. Okay, now what do you get in the box with the scope? First of all, the cleaning cloth, then both flip-up covers made from Tenebrex, and the instructions manual with the Allen key and everything else you need to know about the scope. Also a warranty card, so here the user's manual and a few stickers. Now for a short summary. First of all, the positives. The build quality, it is really good. It is shorter and lighter in weight than 5 to 25 by 56. The optical quality is extremely good. The scope features finally a new illumination location, which is in my opinion perfect. I really like that the scope comes with different turret designs, so every user can choose the turret for his personal needs. I really like that this turret here has the this lever here, so for locking, turning the MTC feature on and off, and I really like that on the Windage Turret the Zero has also the MTC feature. Okay, now for the room for improvements, or where do I see room for improvements? The only thing I really can say is the very aggressive magnification ring, but as I previously said, it is designed for the throw lever, but what I want to say, it is quite difficult to clean, also because of how much I tried the scope before the video. It was quite dusty inside these holes here. And the second thing is the price. Even though it is quite competitive in this class, I would say it still costs a lot of money, so 3,900 euros almost, or if you choose the other turret, almost 4,800 euros. It is really expensive. Okay, now what is the main competition for this scope? With the same magnification, currently there are only 3 such high-priced rifoscopes on the market, which is the Vortex Razor HD Gen 3 6 to 36 by 56. The scope has a similar price, but the Vortex has less field of view. It is almost 300 grams heavier, which is really a lot. But with the standard turret, or on the Vortex you will only have 1 turret, you have 36 milliradians of elevation, which is more than with this turret here. And the other rifoscope, which was also introduced now this year, is the Tangent Theta 6 to 36 by 56, which I personally didn't test it, but in Europe I'm very sure that it is much more expensive than this rifoscope here. Okay, this was a short video review of the Schmidt&bender PM2 6 to 36 by 56 high performance. If you have any additional questions, click the link below, and if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.